Hello everyone, this is Laura the Lettering Virgo, and I'm so glad you're able to stop by my YouTube channel on this Thursday afternoon. I have some traditional watercolor lettering for you all today once again. I'm going to be lettering out "You have the power to claim your life is extraordinary," and what I've done is, using a pencil, just went ahead and lettered everything out, and also lined up all my, all the lettering with a ruler, just to make sure that when I do letter it with you now, using the Eucalyptus Antiquing Solution. It's part of the 4-pack of the Walnut Stain Walnut Ink pack. You can get Eucalyptus, Terracotta, Java, and the traditional Walnut ink colors at Michael's for, I believe, they're now $24.99. When I got them 5 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, they were $19.99 and less with the coupon. So they are expensive, and I've used them for all sorts of wonderful crafty goodness over the years. If you keep them in a cool, dry place, they should be able to stay and give you wonderful results for years to come. It does get all over the place, but I've never tried it for lettering, so this is the first time, I'll be sharing this with you all. And again, this is the Eucalyptus. And I'm using the number 2. This was part of the 50-pack, number 2 little paintbrush from Michael's brand CraftSmart. And the sketchbook I'm using today is the 7x10 Canson XL 140-pound cold press watercolor sketchbook. You can pick this up at Walmart, Michael's, and other wonderful craft stores. And I've already done some lettering with non-traditional watercolor products before as well. This was using the Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain in Spiced Marmalade. And then this is using Lindy's Stamp Gang in a beautiful purple color. The name escapes me, but if you are familiar with Lindy's, then you do know that their packaging and their colors are all part of a collection, and this was the 80s collection. So if you have the 80s collection, then you know which purple I'm talking about. And on top of it, if I can show you real quickly here, I know my lighting is not the best. I am currently working on that, because I would like to make more videos, better quality videos. But you can see there, and they're actually, the sheen is actually on every single letter, every single word, but it all depends on the angle I hold this at, especially down here towards the end of the lettering. There's that beautiful golden sheen on it, and it's from the Lindy Stamp Gang Icy Primrose Gold. And I also did some lettering on the next page as well that can give here. But I did make the mistake of thinking it was dry and it wasn't, so I smeared it with my eraser, but that's okay. This is all Spanish lettering. So let's go ahead and begin. I've never, once again, used antiquing solution for lettering with a liquid, so let's see how it turns out. I'm in the process of kind of just guiding myself back to lettering after a little brief rendezvous, if you will, with bullet journaling and keeping a bullet journal and all that stuff. And it was a bit more difficult for me than I thought, so I've come back to lettering and I miss it so. So please excuse if I struggle quite a bit here, but I think I'll be just fine. Trying to build up my muscle memory once again. Let's go back in there and darken the letters up. And obviously with the antiquing solution, or with any other color, watercolor medium, you can use less or more water. was supposed to unite the cross of the T with the swoop there, if you will, of the H, but I forgot about that. Ooh, that came out nice and dark. Have to be careful here because this is where I have 3 words. And obviously with using a paintbrush, you have to dip it a lot more often than if you were to use a watercolor brush with the pigment already in it. There we go. Let's make that just a little bit more darker. This is what I wanted to do with the other ones. Bit of a tight squeeze there. Okay. I'm kind of on the border here if I like the way it's turning out. I don't have the best brush here. I'd have a couple of these brushes. Again, it's part of the 50 pack, and I don't think the tip was really, really white, you know, like not stained, so I think it was brand new. Usually I use these right here, which have been used many, many, many a time already. So yeah, especially this one right here that ironically I actually took a little bit off the side right there, so it's kind of like has a bit of a tip right there, and I actually did that for my own purposes, so I'm going to keep these two here because I'm going to practice even after the video is done. Like I said, I'm on the fence here about how this came out, but I think it's great practice. Now that I'm towards the end here. This is the long extraordinary, so I have to go light on the pressure. So I have to hold my paintbrush at an angle that's not natural to me, or at least in a position that it isn't. And as you can see, I'm struggling just a little bit there. All in all, I think it's nice to work with. I'm going to definitely practice a few more times and then see how it does mixing with a gold medium like the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, which I've lettered on my own, and I'm actually looking forward to, and I'll show this to you in just a few minutes here. I can just finish up. I purchased about 2 months ago. I haven't been out crafty shopping in a while because I haven't had the need to so far, even though I've seen some amazing new products come out, like those Tombow new marker pens, the dual tip ones. Boho Berry did a great review. Her name is Kara. I'm sure you know exactly who she is. Okay, so I'm pleased with the way the Extraordinary came out, even though the extra of the Extraordinary obviously is more wider spaced than this. This is very compact, and I actually like my lettering to be more compact. So I like this part here, the Ordinary of the Extraordinary, and all in all, it's definitely good practice. So you have the power to claim that your life is extraordinary. And yes, we do, especially as women. So I do have a heating tool, but I'm not going to heat it because, heat dry it because I'm going to let it naturally dry. I want to see it dry naturally and see how it turns out, even with lines barely visible to my eye, and I have 4. I wear glasses. Yeah. It's a bit difficult to see, so the to claim here, the to claim that is a little bit more coming down, especially here in this area, but that's okay. So I think it came out really nice, and I want to flip it over to check on the other side. I doubt anything came over, but this is still very wet because it's like the dot down here of the Extraordinary, the eye is very, very wet. I just glopped a dot of liquid there. So I'm going to do a couple more pieces, but in the smaller, because what I like to do is, and I'll show you a couple things here before I say my goodbyes. See here. Here we go. For practicing and doing, I've been working on different types of fonts here, and I love using the Hobby Lobby's brand black cardstock for the metallic lettering. This is using the Crayola, so it's, as you can see, not so metallic at all. And then I like to cut down my pieces of watercolor paper. Again, the same brand, either this brand, Canson, or Strathmore. And then this is the heavy duty white cardstock from Hobby Lobby again, and it's just named that, the heavyweight white cardstock. And then I use, I believe, is this watercolor paper? Yeah. I guess I don't have any pre-cut pieces of the mixed media paper, again from Canson and from Strathmore. It's wonderful to work with, and I highly recommend it. And for practicing, again, either the heavyweight white cardstock from Hobby Lobby or 65-pound weight from Michaels, which is this, how this fares here on practicing. As you can see, really great. This is using the Faber-Castell pens that I showcased to you and I swatched. I also picked up, but I did not swatch with you, they're so light, the really light pastel colors. This is light indigo 220, so I used that. It's like a really beautiful bluish gray color. So just practicing on different lettering techniques, getting the hang of everything again. So I will definitely be using that in the future, and those swatches of paper, the smaller cut down. And the last journal I wanted to show you, I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side to dry naturally, is this beautiful, because I think it's beautiful, it's by Ranger. Yes, it is. And it's by Ranger, Diane Reevely for Ranger. And see it right there. Picked this up at Hobby Lobby. And I'm really excited to use it with my metallic, isn't this gorgeous? With my metallic brush pens. Has this nice pocket here. I don't think it has a pocket on the back. Nope, this is how the back looks. And then this is the gorgeous, super heavy weight, like black cardstock. I'm assuming this is meant for mixed media, so I could only imagine what some of you mixed media mavens would do, but I am definitely using this for lettering with like the white pens. I have a couple more brands, not as much as the next, but a couple of these in different types of tips. And I have several metallic mediums, the Gansai Tambi Starry Night colors as well, so I look forward to sharing that with you all. Alright, so I'm really glad that you guys were able to, if you're watching this video, stop by and say hello and just look to see what I have to share. Let's go ahead and review one more time what I did today. You have the power to claim that your life is extraordinary. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this simple video, kindly give it a thumbs up and let me know if there's anything I can do for you lettering wise and all that good stuff. Alright guys, so again, watercolor lettering with the Eucalyptus Walnut ink solution. I'll see you again really soon. Thank you for watching. This is Laura the Lettering Virgo. Bye-bye.